Hello, everyone. So I first saw this tweet yesterday at around the time that the person had posted it, and it was posted at 80 minutes after 11 p.m. So and it says it's 11:10 p.m. here, while most Nigerians are asleep. Obi is in Kano this midnight to see the victims of the bomb terrorist attack 3 days ago. Nigeria does not start from VI and end in Lekki. These are fellow citizens. These are the state of Nigerians. There is God. That's what he said. And of course, uh, today, Mr. Peter Obi also himself on his Twitter handle, did make reference to being in Kano and commiserating with people that had been hurt. And this is what he said. He said yesterday, Sunday the 19th, as follow-up to my earlier condolence message regarding those who lost their lives in the horrific and devastating terror attack on May 16, 2024 in the Gezawa local government area of Kano during the morning prayer session, I visited Murtala Mohammed Hospital in Kano to sympathize with those injured and receiving treatment in the hospital. The visit was to physically show solidarity with the wounded, offer support, and wish them a speedy recovery, as well as to thank and encourage the management of the hospital. And most importantly, uh, it, it, it was it was to send a message to the victims that we stand together in condemnation of any senseless act of violence and killing in our country. Once again, I sincerely send my condolences to the government of Kano State, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, and the people of Kano over this very sad incident. I extend my thoughts and prayers especially to the families of the victims. This prayer serves as a stark reminder of the importance of promoting peace, tolerance, understanding our society to create a safer and more harmonious community for all. For the deceased, may Almighty Allah forgive their sins and grant them eternal rest. May Al-Jannah Firdaus be their final abode. So the statement, of course, was signed by PO, and just seeing those pictures, honestly, you could see this is where the leadership is. This is when I say Nigeria doesn't have a president, I absolutely mean it. Like, there's no president, there's no government. It's just free flow. You don't feel the impact. I mean, American president is very busy, no doubt about it. You know that. We all know that. You see how, you know, the kind of the level and magnitude at which they work, but yet they find time for their people when something happens to them. But here in Nigeria, it's almost as if it doesn't matter. People mean nothing, just like that. This is such a horrific incident that happened, and even the way and manner it happened is just so. Someone literally, while they were during the morning prayer. So the morning prayer for Muslims in Nigeria, the timing is usually around 5, after 5. That's when they do the Subuhi prayers. And while this prayer was going on, this particular man, you know, locked the doors and put in petrol and set it on fire. As of the time that it happened, I think about 11 people died immediately, and then some people were injured. Maybe probably along the way, whether some have lost their lives, I don't know. But you know, and just seeing Mr. Peter be there, it and the way you see him all over the country, being at different places, operating from his private capacity without the state machinery. I mean, what does it take to send someone what does it take to be in Kaduna using the state machinery, and to be in Kano rather using the state machinery, and commiserate with the people and let the people feel know that we care? It's only during election when they carry ballot paper that they carry those ballot paper. The people don't matter. And I always I say, look, in Nigeria, the only important thing that matters in you when you are poor is this, and it's only once every 4 years, just your term. Your term, that's all that matter. It's once every 4 years. Let me just here, read out. I think BBC here, BBC did carry the story here. BBC News says, worshippers locked in Nigerian mosque and set on fire. It says at least 11 worshippers have been killed and dozens others injured after a man attacked a mosque in Nigeria's northern Kano State, police say. And this BBC report was done on the 16th of May 2024. And they said a man allegedly sprayed the mosque with petrol and locked the doors before setting it on fire, trapping about 40 worshippers. The attack was triggered by a family dispute over the sharing of inheritance. Police say they have arrested a 38-year-old suspect. The incident happened when people were attending morning prayers on Wednesday in Gezawa area of Kano State. Residents said flames engulfed the mosque after the attack, with worshippers heard wailing as they struggled to open the locked door. After hearing the explosion, neighbors rushed to help those trapped inside. Rescue teams, including bomb experts from the city of Kano, were immediately deployed in response to the attacks, the police statement said. Police later confirmed that bomb was not used in the attack because, of course, the first time people would have thought maybe it's a terrorist attack, or something. The fire service in Kano said they were not called immediately after the fire started, adding that they could have brought the situation under control much faster. And at this moment, I would even like to ask them, what is their phone number? Is there a phone number that that knows, or they want somebody in an emergency to know how to be using 080? I've said it times and times with that number. We have a number 419 that everybody in Nigeria literally knows. Can we use Thunder 419 and make it something that will positively be helping people's life? We say if you are in any emergency or whatever, die 419. They will direct you whether you need police, ambulance, or fire truck, which one it is. I don't know. People who get into office don't seem to be interested in making lives better for their people. And you wonder, what's the essence of struggling to get into office if you're not going to put a smile on your people's face so that every time your people are thinking about you and thinking, good about you. And so he said what happened is not associated with any act of terrorism. Rather, it's a skirmish that arose as a result of inheritance distribution. And it goes on. So when I first read that, it was really so sad. Inheritance issue. Like in Islam, there are set. It's in the Quran. The way everything is going to be shared. It's already. I think that's chapter 3, right? And it's there, everything is there. So what's the and even if there is beef, why go to this extreme? And the people that are in the mosque, all those people cannot be his family members that they are fighting the inheritance with, and he decided he was going to just go out and just kill people. But for me, the most important thing there is seeing how Peter will be, at least it's there with them, commiserating with them. And you just know that's the president we voted for. That's the president I voted for. Wherever it is that it's hanging in Aso Villa, nah, I don't know.